Hi guys, don't mind the hair. Welcome back. I am doing what is blocking you for the next series. Sorry, I was ready and then the countdown started to count down and yeah, okay. Aries, hi. Don't mind me, I'm in a little bit of pain because apparently putting on my bra this morning was a little bit too much work for my neck. And now it's kinked out and it's hurting. My age is showing who I truly am inside. Oh my gosh. Anyway, okay, Aries, hi, welcome back. Again, we're doing what is blocking you. And I pull a spread normally for myself before, just to make sure that the cards are talking and the cards are talking. Like it straight up called me out. So yes. All right, let's get started. Oh, compassion and answers. What? Aries. Compassion and answers. Okay, that was quick. I didn't even get to shuffle those. Okay, Aries. I feel like you guys have been through a lot, of course. I feel like you guys have been through a lot. You guys have given of yourselves a lot. You guys have trusted the wrong people. And at this point and juncture in your growth, in the things that you need to accomplish next, there is a little bit of you're jaded, which makes sense, right? We're living in this society where all we see is the negative of everything, and in fact, it has been set up so that all we see is the negative, right? Even in news, on and I don't even watch the news. I stopped watching the news years ago. But even now, even on like the platforms where you go for entertainment, you go to like actually look for things that you want to see, even that has now been taken over. And you're seeing constant news. Like, I did not know how much crime or things were happening around in my area until my friend, she's like, oh look, it's happened down the street from your house, or look, it's happened in your neighborhood. And I'm like, I don't want to know this. I don't want to know this. And then somehow, I think it's Newsbreak or something, got downloaded on my phone. And so when I'm waking up, I'm seeing all these horrible stories. And I'm like, this is not what I want to wake up to. So I had to have my 14-year-old take it off my phone because I couldn't figure out how to take it off. Okay. But yeah, this is not like me opening my phone to like, kids and all that. It's not something you want to be. We already know what's happening, right? We already know what's happening. And unless there's something we can do about it, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it, right? And if I'm going to look into it, then it's going to be because I want to make a change. Because all that's going to happen is it's going to jade you. It's going to, like a rock in the river, it's going to just basically wither you down to pieces because it's hurtful to see that that's the world we're living in, right? And if you're not careful, you're going to allow yourself to be eroded. And so I feel like, sorry, my I feel like right now there's a little bit of that taken over. You're having a hard time finding compassion. I'm feeling for specific people mostly, but I am feeling in general when you are, and this is kind of how it is with healing. If you're having a hard time finding compassion for one person, you're gonna have a hard time finding true compassion for the world. Because remember, if we can't give conditional love to one person, even though that person has hurt you, you're going to have a hard time finding unconditional love for everybody, because there is a negative seed that is taking hold of your emotions, and that needs to be cleared out, right? And you're feeling like you're wanting answers. You feel like there's a lot that's gone on that you didn't get answers for, that you still don't know what's going on. You feel like what happened and the things that happened in the past, you still don't have clarity about them. And that's confirmation throughout my body. I just got freezing cold. I got the goose pimples. Um, you're wanting answers, and you feel like your third eye isn't giving you that, but the answers are coming. The problem is you believe that the answers that you want are going to give you closure, and I learned a long time ago that nobody can give you closure. Nobody can give you closure. The biggest heartbreak I had, all I wanted was an understanding and apology, and being told that this and this, it didn't matter what they said. The closure didn't come until I understood. I understood. I understood why, when, where, how, but I had to find those answers within me, right? It didn't matter what this person, what explanation they gave me. It didn't matter. It didn't make the pain any less, because they couldn't give me the closure, because their answer wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough at that time. It wasn't like as simple as an, oh, I made mistakes, I was young. Right? It wasn't good enough. It didn't matter what they said either. It just didn't. And I learned a long time ago that it doesn't matter, even if you get the biggest apology from someone, the closure that you require is going to be on your end. So every time I've needed to forgive, I've done it because I've understood the assignment. Correct? Uh, your guys' cards are like, yeah, with the Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh, you guys have a lot of the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and then the Hermit. Yeah, I feel like there's been situations in the past that you felt like were meant to be, or it could even be with your family, marriages, relationships where there's a lot hidden from you, not only from the universe, but also in the relationship. There was a lot hidden from you. You feel like your intuition didn't, which it was. The problem is that your intuition, when it's mixed in with anxiety and fear, obviously you're not going to be able to understand, and you're not going to be able to discern which is which. So you're going to take one and be like, okay, that was fear, and then dismiss everything else because you think that that was fear and not your intuition. But your intuition was screaming at you the whole time. And I also have learned this, that when you're going through really tough lessons, you're, at least for me, this is for me, maybe this isn't for everybody, but when I was going through very difficult karmic lessons, my intuition, my psychic gifts, my gifts were lowered. They were numb on purpose. Again, because you are not allowed to have exactly a cheat sheet. You are guided, you are being given signs, but I know that at the time, if I even pulled cards for me, it just didn't make any sense to me. Even when people were, I have, of course, I'm a reader, so I don't usually typically read my own cards. I have somebody to do my cards as well. And what she was saying also didn't make any sense. It didn't match to what was happening in real life. And that was part of the lesson. It was, pay attention to what's happening. Pay attention. Does this situation you're in, do the people that you're dealing with right now, the way you're being treated, does this match with respect, with how you see yourself being in a relationship, with how one should be treated, even just as a human being, not even including a relationship. And it was like, you just look at what's happening. You don't even have to use your intuition. Look at the things that have happened and the things that the way that you're treated. It's about believing what's happening in your face, even if how you feel is something completely different. So I feel like you were being guided, but you felt like everything was just, the answers were just being, there was just a lot of confusion. There was a lot of confusion. And this put you into a hermit, which it was meant to. This was put you in to hermit, to look within, because the answers are always within. The answers are never without. And what they mean by that, what I mean by that is that you give yourself the answer. You know what? I don't like how I'm being treated. Is that the correct answer? Is it? You tell me. It's you. Do you enjoy the way you're being treated? No. So that is your answer. You don't need to reach out for the answer from anybody else. Does this situation make me happy? No. Then don't do that situation. There's not a single reason that I can think of, unless you're being, held hostage, for you to stay in any situation, a relationship, friendships, even family. I don't care. There's not a single situation that you should stay in where you're being treated badly, or being dismissed, or just in any way. You're not allowed to have your own sovereignty, your own autonomy, your anything, right? And so right now, I do feel like you guys have been in hermit mode, and this was exactly where you needed to go. And there's a feeling of not being able to get answers. Like, it feels like the answers you're looking for are not coming, but it's because the answers that you're looking for, you're meant to like you're meant to think about the questions, and you're meant to like savor the questions. It's almost like putting something in your palate and tasting it to taste all the ingredients. Oh, this has this, that makes sense because this goes well with this, and this is paired with that, right? You're meant to chew it, just take it in and see all things from every side, from every different angle, and understand. Ask yourself, why is it that I want this? What is it that I'm afraid of not having if I don't get this? Or whatever the questions need be, there's questions that need to be answered, but they need to be answered by you. That's why you go into hermit mode. You go into hermit mode to go within, right? Because that's where you're gonna find your answers. And if for some reason your mind is too loud, go and meditate. Quiet your mind. Quiet your mind and allow yourself to have the answers come to you. Remember, when we pray, we're speaking to God, the universe. When we meditate, we're allowing the universe, God, your spirit guides, whoever it is that you believe in, you're allowing them to speak to you. And that's when we get downloads. That's when we get realizations. That's when we get those intuitive hits. Let's clarify answers. You got the King of Cups in reverse and Ten of Swords and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys might be getting divorced, or some of you guys might be wanting to get divorced. Um, But if not, there's a situation here where you feel like there's not any more. I'm just seeing there's a coffee cup here and there's another cup here. So I'm just seeing it upside down being poured out. So it feels like the feelings have been poured out. And with the Ten of Swords, it feels like it's a deaded issue. Like you feel like there's nothing left to give here. Like what you thought was your happily ever after turned out to be, something else. And I feel like you're asking what you did wrong, or why couldn't you see the truth? Sometimes the truth is just about understanding what the lesson was. Maybe the lesson was that you overstayed your welcome in a situation. Maybe the lesson is that, some people are meant to teach you something for a small time and space. And when you overstay, it becomes toxic because the universe is telling you, hey, you're no longer meant to be here anymore. And that might suck. Yes, that might suck. But you're looking for the sun, and that situation was not going to bring you the sun. So, whatever the way you find closure on the situation, it is yours to find. But I do feel like this situation, there's no more emotion there. There's no attachment there. There's attachment of, but like the not good kind. And I apologize for my grammar at that point. Um there's attachment, but of like codependent, or there's attachment with money, or there's attachment, false attachments, right? The attachment is not emotional. If it is emotional, it's ego. It's ego not wanting to have been wrong, not wanting to um feel stupid, I'm hearing. But no, no. This is actually going to bring you the sun. I feel like this has been a long time coming, and you're walking out that door after having signed your divorce papers. But this is a done issue. Look, this person even took off their ring and left it there. And you're walking out the door and walking into the sun, coming out of heartbreak. So I feel like what's blocking you guys is you guys are still wanting answers without answers, and feeling like you're not getting the answers, but the answers are really answers within you. There's a clarity or a need or a you feel like you need closure, but again, that closure is not going to come from anyone. It has to come from within you, and understanding that um why everything happened, because there is a reason to everything, even the worst things. Okay, there is a reason to everything. Who it was? Carl Jung that said we don't really forgive people. We just release things. We just release it, and that is how we forgive, right? So, Aries, I feel like that is what's blocking you um from moving forward, or from just being able to release certain things. And if you want to move forward, you can't bring things from the past with you, because you're just going to repeat the past with a whole different person or different situation, whether it be a career, whatever it is, right? If you bring that with you, you're bringing that uncompleted lesson with you, and it's going to have to be completed. It's going to have to be redone until you understand the lesson. So make sure you're understanding the lesson so you can move forward. All right, let's get some guidance for Aries. Okay, you guys got two. You got fire, transformation, rebirth, renewal. Yeah. Let go, walk and release. and gratitude. Appreciate, oh gosh, appreciate present blessings. Yes. Release the things that cannot be seen. I'm getting that saying from the is it AA? Give me the strength to change things I can, and the difference, and the knowledge to know what is it? I don't know it, but I'm getting that. All right, let me get a couple of these um number cards. I can't remember what they're called, to be honest with you. I've had them for a long time. You guys got 6. You could be life path 6. Um, you could be you could have Gemini in your chart or be dealing with a Gemini. Your heart is your gift. You are a natural born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. You are the epitome of self-sacrifice and protector of those you love. I am nurturing. Okay, Aries, that is all I have for you guys today. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.